Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear, and it's box opening time. This was supposed to arrive tomorrow, and it came today, which is, if you're somebody who orders knives, a very exciting thing to have happen. I feel like mail calls are one of the highlights of our life in this community. This is a package from Rivers Edge Cutlery. As always, when I get stuff from Rivers Edge Cutlery, I like to shout them out because they've been incredibly supportive of my channel. They're super awesome, really nice guys over there, and they just deserve it. I like them a lot. So link down below will be the details for Rivers Edge Cutlery. Check them out. They've got some pretty rad inventory right now. So I opted for the FedEx shipping. I do that like every time lately because it's always an option on the orders I place for like $7 or $8 to upgrade to FedEx 2-day. They can't guarantee that FedEx will actually take 2 days, but that's what they class the shipping as. Anyways, it did. It got here in 2 days this time, not counting the weekend. I ordered this on Black Friday, right? So Saturday, today's Monday. Yeah. Anyway, got here real quick, and they're in Ohio. I'm in California, so pretty rad. It's a big box. My wife started to open it because she thought it was for her. She had a delivery from FedEx today too, but I didn't start to open it, and she retaped this little seal for me. So it's an authentic unboxing. I'm going to use the Arius to unbox this today, and you'll see why in a moment. This is my DLC Arius, and I just got this at California Custom Knife Show from the Koenig booth. Full DLC, in love with that knife. Does this work? All right, so in here we have my little invoice, we have a rec sticker, rec card, and a bunch of stuff. Okay, so in here is a customized knife. Spoiler alert, it is my other Arius. We're gonna look at that last because I'm gonna I've been in suspense ever since I sent it to them to have the work done. I'm going to let you be in suspense for a few minutes. I'm sure some of you are going to fast forward, but then you're going to miss all this other cool stuff that's in here. Anyway, other than that, we have a couple of things in here. First of which is this. This is an Olight Lantern. It's called the Olantern. Super creative name there that they came up with at Olight, but it's 150 lumen, 48-hour runtime little LED lantern. And lately I've had a couple of experiences where the power has gone out just for a little bit here at home and stuff like that, and I've got flashlights everywhere. In fact, I'm about to go on a pretty crazy, really nice flashlight kick. I ordered a couple of really nice lights that are on the way right now. You guys will be seeing here on the channel soon, but anyway, I don't really have a proper lantern anywhere. I've got the bulb, which I keep in my closet, which is really nice because my closet isn't lit. And so I really like having that in there. And that was part of why I decided to get this. But also just I wanted to have a lantern that, like, I've got a 6-year-old kid. I want her to have something she can carry around if it's power's out and it's dark or whatever. So this seems to fit the bill. It's also really small. It charges just like all other Olight things do. There's a bunch of foam in here. All right, so at the bottom of the box you have this other little box, and in this there is the charger and paperwork and stuff. So Olight charger, magnetic base, just like always. And what is this? A microfiber cleaning cloth. I haven't seen them put those in things before, but that's cool. Olight now sends that. And then README. Please long press to unlock before first use. It's a good thing I read that because I totally would have been a noob and just been like, it doesn't work. So it's a tiny little thing. It's even smaller than I was honestly expecting, even though it says that it's a mini. I wonder how big the full-size one is now, but we've got this hinged hanger thing on here, which is rad. Long press. Hey, look at that. So cool. I don't know if there's different modes and stuff. I'll play with it later, but Olight Olantern Mini. Is that illuminated right now? Oh, that's cool. It's like illuminated around the bezel of the button. All right, so that's out. Then I have 2 bags of rec roast. We've been going through this stuff like crazy. My wife and I both really like it. I don't know. Not everybody who watches this is going to be a coffee drinker, but if you are, I hate fruity notes in coffee. Really bugs me. I just can't stand it when it tastes oh, notes of raspberry. I'd save that for tea. I'm not into it. I like I don't know, earthy, chocolatey, nutty coffee that tastes roasty. And Rec Roast, which they offer on their site, is probably my favorite like make-at-home coffee I've ever had. So I ordered 2 bags this time because I always go through it and then I end up waiting and having to have some other crap coffee while I wait. So by the time I'm finished with the first bag this time, I'll order another bag and that should keep me ahead. All right, now this is empty because the other thing in there was this. This is a Leatherman, and I have never owned a proper Leatherman. At least I don't think I have. At the moment, the only like multi-tool type thing that I have is it was like a freebie that my wife got sent in some PR package for something, and it's not great. It's tolerable, kind of. And lately, just like around the house, like little tasks and chores and stuff, I've wanted to have that in my pocket because it does have everything on it, and I don't want to keep running back and forth to the toolbox when all I need is like a quick screwdriver for something, and I'm running out to the carport and the backyard and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, the one I have is not great, so I wanted to finally get a Leatherman. I've been talking to a bunch of friends about it who have experienced multiple options from the Leatherman lineup, and the consensus seemed to be that the Wave was kind of at the top of the list of people who really like Leathermans. So that's what I went with. This is a Wave Plus, and as you can see, it's in all black, which is an option. This one was $100 at Rivers Edge Cutlery. So not cheap, but also not expensive compared to a lot of the knives I buy. And I'm excited to give this a proper shot. The way I see it most of the time getting used is just me tossing it into my day pack for when I'm hiking. I like having a multi-tool in my bag. It solves a lot of problems. But also when I'm not hiking, it's going to be like around the house type of stuff. I'm helping somebody move type of carry. It's not going to be something that I plan on like EDCing. That's just not my style. I'll probably for a while toss it into my fanny pack because I carry that almost every day. So I'll see how much use I get out of it. But this is a Leatherman Wave Plus, and on here we have, of course, the pliers, which on this, the big difference, I guess, compared to like previous iterations of it, is that these jaws for the wire cutters or whatever those are, those can be removed and replaced now, instead of having to replace the entire set of pliers if those wear out. And then, yeah, there's just kind of what I would say are the essentials on tools in here. So we have a saw blade, we have a plain edge folding knife. That just locked into place, didn't it? I didn't realize that was a liner lock. That's kind of rad. So that does lock out. A decent edge on it too. Then we've got, what is this over here? A file. Nice big one, and that locks out as well. That just liner locked open. I like that. I didn't realize that was going to be such a thing. I don't know what these things I'm pinching are back here, but anyway, there's something that you can pinch. I'll have to figure this all out. Then we've got another saw blade. So I guess that other one was kind of serrated, and this is more of an actual proper saw. Yeah, what happens when I pinch these? Does something like pull out of here? I do not know. It's releasing something back here, but I don't know what it does. So I'll have to get used to this, figure out more about it. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff back here. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff internally too. So there's screwdrivers and a whole lot of things. I can see a flathead, can opener, Phillips. Looks like a leather punch. Yeah, bunch of stuff. So I will be reviewing these when I've used them sufficiently to feel like I'm able to review them. Also in the box, little nylon pouch thing for it as well, which will probably be how I toss it into my pack. So that's nice. All right, now the piece de la resistance, now that my hands are all nasty from touching all that stuff. This is a bummer that I'm about to touch a really nice customized Koenig Arius. All right, so in here, I did this customization on my plain Jane Arius that I've had for a while now. My Gen 4 Arius that I had up until I got this, and I didn't want to get rid of the plain Jane, but I knew that having the full DLC one it wasn't going to be as exciting anymore, and so I wanted to do something to spice it up. So I talked to the guys over at Rivers Edge Cutlery, and I talked them through my idea process, and based on the photos they've already sent me, they crushed it. But let's see. So I did a Cerakote, and I had them apply to the blade, the scales, the hardware, and the backspacer. So everything. Description of color. Let me just show you rather than reading it off of the paper. It'll be way more exciting. But in here we have, I was like, why does this foam look familiar? It's what I sent them the knife in. Holy balls. Okay. So I had them do not just their regular colorway, but I had them add a topo pattern to it, like topography. So their signature colorway at Rivers Edge Cutlery is OD green with an FDE blade and then black hardware. I had seen at least one other person do that on an Arius already. My buddy Ryan Harrell, he goes on Instagram as Okie Knife Nut. He had his done in the rec colorway, and so I didn't want to copy him. I wanted to do something that was, I love their colorway and I wanted that, but I wanted to make it mine. So on here you can see it is their colorway plus a black topo pattern applied on top of it, which looks absolutely rad. I have to ask specifically where they grabbed this topo pattern from, but they even went so far as to ask me where I like to hike, so they could do something that was specific to where I go. So I sent them an area here in Southern California that I hike in a lot, and they pulled the topo pattern from that. This looks so slick. I love that the pattern wraps around the edges of the scales. Look at this thing. So we have topo pattern, and then we have an FDE blade, and this thing turned out so money. It looks really, really good. This is an epic customized Arius. So I'll hold it up next to the full DLC one so you can see them both together. Look at this. Man, that is gorgeous. Two totally different looking knives now, but both so special. The full DLC, obviously for its own reasons, but this being now like customized to me, it's particularly mine, and I think it looks awesome. So there you have it. Having the action still. Freaking great. Yes. Killer. Yeah, they did an awesome job on this. Internally is all cerakoted too. I can see that. Gorgeous. All right, sick. Well, that's my new Arius. Well, my old Arius, which has been made new. It looks so rad. Look at this thing. All right, cool. So I got the Arius, I got the Olantern, and I got the Leatherman, plus, I look like I'm flipping the camera off a little bit, don't I? Plus 2 bags of Rec Roast coffee. So that is pretty exciting. Stoked about it. All right. Again, Rivers Edge Cutlery will be linked down below. Thank you guys for checking it out, and check them out as well. We'll see you on the next one.